Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. I told y'all what we was gonna do. Get back to the Spanish stuff. The Hispanic Heritage Month. And we got Nicole Hammer. Man, look. Y'all ain't understanding. This is the moment when I tell y'all people have things where it's like, yo, as a kid, it just the stuff that goes on in your childhood helps you along the journey. This is that moment right here. This is that moment. This is the stuff Scientology needs to focus on. For those who don't know how, like, if you go into the early stages of Scientology, that's how they sit you down in front of I forgot what the joint was. You put your hands on the joint and you're talking to it and they ask you questions and you know, I don't even know if the way they read it, I don't even know if that's real. I don't know if that's real, I don't know if that's fake, but it's a thing. You put your hands on it, I can't think of what it's called. You put your hands on it and they ask you questions and you boom, boom, boom. Now, they give you these early videos, they give you this early stuff. If you ask me how I know about the stuff, I worked for Scientology for like 6 months. It was a wild experience. And I got to watch a lot of joints ball out and break up and get down. You know what I mean? It was dope. But anyway, get to the joint. And they ask you questions. And it's like, yo, perfect example for people who are scared of dogs. It's like, why are you scared of dogs? And then, you know, it's one of those things where they tap in and it's like, yo, when I was a kid, some dogs ran up on me, you know what I'm saying, chased me, almost got bit, I got snapped at, I probably got bit, I watched a dog kill somebody, not kill somebody, but like kill an animal or something, you know what I'm saying, I watched Cujo, could have been a joint, like watching Cujo, it just scared me. Now you don't like dogs, you grow up and don't like dogs, you don't want to be around dogs. That was a cool, you know what I'm saying, like, to me, that's the concept of Scientology. That was a dope move. The religion part of it, I still never understood. I don't get nothing about the aliens and all this other stuff. But that part of the game, I was like, yo, that makes sense. What you went through as a child is a piece of that puzzle for adulthood. And this is what this whole thing with Nicole Hernandez Hammer is. It's like a dope piece of the puzzle, man. It's like, yo, dopeness. That's all I'm like. Dope. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Last week we came up in here. Like, yo, we record about like Tuesday, Wednesday, no later than Wednesday. We might post it later, but we don't record no later than Wednesday. So we missed Batman Day. We missed Nas' birthday. We missed a lot of joints. Batman Day got the whole, we gonna end up missing Earth, Wind, and Fire Day, which is like the 21st. Do you remember? Look, I do that. They gonna roll up on me and be like, you got to cut that. But y'all know the joint. You know what I mean? So, but Batman Day, yo, salute the Batman. Batman, look, everybody had their little things like, what's the best Batman? Who's the best Batman actor that played Batman? What's the best Batman movie? And it's like, yo, it's not even who's the best Batman or what was the best Batman movie. It's more like which one wasn't though. What Batman interpretation wasn't dope. And then it's like that's when it's easier to do that than it is to try to pick out what's your best. No, salute to my man, what the guy from Twilight, Robert Pattinson. Salute to him. He did his thing as Batman. You know what I'm saying? That was a well thought out joint. And we loved Christian Bale. We loved Michael Keaton. We loved all these, like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm still mad we didn't get the Ben Affleck joint the way it should have been flushed out. But it is what it is, man. We got what we got, and it was dope, especially the Batman versus Superman Batman. It'll never be as dope as that when it comes to his joint. But it is what it is, man. And it was just like, yo, and the comic books is just ridiculous. They always add new elements. Batman's this, Batman can do that, Batman's the smartest dude in the world, Batman's this guy, he can, you know, Batman died and traveled through time. I remember that joint. I thought Batman was dead. I was just like, and kept it pushing, and it was like, he's alive. What? Then you find he's hanging out with cavemen, he's doing all kind of stuff, like, yo, my man traveled through time but never aged. Alright, and then the wild thing is they even, look, And they've been doing this for a while. They came up with the cool concept Dick Grayson would take over as Batman. Boom. You still had a Batman. And they were like, nah, that ain't good enough. What? It's not good enough? We need real Bruce back. Brought the real Bruce back, and it was like, this is wild. This is why people can't just take things seriously and just mourn. And y'all could have brought Batman back from a vintage level on another Earth. Batman on Earth on 455 is out here doing his thing. Salute. Cause it's the multiverse, so there's always a Batman anyway. They could have did it like that and kept it pushing. Nah, they ain't want to do it that way. My man traveled through time. Like, come on, man. He went out like a G. He was a hero in that joint. He picked up the... Yo, I don't know if we do spoilers for comic books. Go read. He picks up the gun. He points it at Darkseid. Pow! Darkseid throws the Omega beam at him. Blow! Superman comes out with a burnt Batman body. Like, yo, I can't believe he got my homie. This is for my homie. This thing. Came to me. I don't know the words of that joint. But anyway, that's how that joint go down, man. This is what we do, man. We just talk about wild stuff like that. But it's dope. Batman Day it was dope. You know what I'm saying? I almost forgot about it. So that's how that go. And people be like, how you know that's... Well, they just figure that's the day that he died, that the parents died, so that's the day he became Batman. That's just the way that goes. Let's not act like we don't know how that goes. You know what I mean? But anyway, this is what we do. This is that time, man. We love to just... It's the fall weather. School started up. We got everything's getting dope. Everything's getting cool. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for... Look, my kid a couple of days ago was stressing on college or what not to do. Like, I don't know where to go. I can't figure out how to get. It's like, what you want to? I just. He's like, I don't know where to go. I want to go do some other stuff, man. Maybe I just have to go and pick up a trade. Like, nah. Do something, man. This is what you if you love what you love, go figure out how to make it happen. So then he started looking at the money, and this is the funny thing. He looked at the money because there's this. I've never watched it. I never watched the Notorious B.I.G. movie, the Biggie Smalls movie. But there's a scene apparently where I guess the teacher was trying to joke on Big. It was like, yeah, you know, you'll probably end up being a garbage man or something. And Big was like, word. You make this much. The garbage man makes that much. I would make more than you. So who's dumb now? Here's the wild part. If I was a kid, a teenager in high school, I'm applauding Big. Like, yeah, Big, that's right. Yeah. Who make more money? What? And don't get it twisted. Garbage men make good money. Mechanics make good money. Plumbers make great money. There's money out there. Here's the flip side. We all respect teachers. Nobody ever goes, man, the NBA players make so much money. You know who deserves to make more money? The dude taking my trash out. You know who we say that for? Teachers. Why don't teachers get paid like doctors get paid? Nobody goes, hey, why don't these trash men get paid like these doctors get paid? Trash men get paid. Don't get it twisted. Nobody says that about them, though. Why? It's the perception of what a teacher brings to the table. And that's what we were trying to tell them. Like, yo, dude, this is what you like. This history stuff, you want to probably go out here and build on that. Build on that. That's a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, depending on who knows what the money's going to look like. But the rapport, you know what I'm saying? The reputation, the demeanor, the title. That's what it brings something. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what do you do? Well, I'm a historian. I travel around and give lectures about history, or I teach a history class, or you know what I'm saying? First, let's keep it a buck. Anybody who says, hey, what do you do? They're looking for a reason to either not respect you, or they're trying to calculate how much they should respect anything you say. That's just corniness. man, don't worry about what I do. I came up in here, didn't I? I ain't there. What do you do? What do you do? You know what I mean? It's for real. I remember when I was in Kansas City, I would watch it play out. Hey, and watch people, because I'm out here with the politicking with these people, watching, the mayoral debates and stuff. So people are talking, and when somebody would turn and go, and wait, what do you do? Oh, I work at Walmart, and your opinion doesn't matter right now. Hey, what do you do? Oh yeah, I'm a professor at UMKC. What? Hey, so what do you think about? Hey, what do you do? I work at the mechanic shop. What do you do? Oh, I work over here at the Procter and Gamble spot, or what? I forgot who works at what's the building over out there in Cape? It's not Procter and Gamble is out here in Cincinnati, I think. Maybe I might be wrong. But they got their own big joint out there too. They got a big joint out there too. Johnson & Johnson, maybe. I don't know, but they got their own joint out there. So it's like, alright, cool. I'll talk to you. You ain't even gotta be like hop up in the joint. You can be like, yo, I just work in the building. And that's how they. And so they chop it up with them a little more. I've watched that joint break down. I've seen people do it. You know what I'm saying? And I remember that's my perception on it when I was out there. I was like, oh, okay. Hey, what do you do? Oh, I'm with the KCR people. Oh, for real? Yeah. I'm with the current event people. We out here watching. We keeping an eye on the debate. Oh, okay. And kept it pushing, and I'm just like, y'all are wild. But anyway, that's my thing. I'm like, yo, just get something, figure it out, and when you have a degree in certain stuff, it all falls in place. Sometimes it's more about, do you go out there and get it? If you ain't gonna go out there and get it, then yeah, nothing's gonna materialize. But if you're on the hunt, something's gonna jump off and be the jump off. But that's just the way I see it. I'm my bad, y'all. I'm just, that's how I grew up different. That's how I go. When you grow up different, you think different. You know what I mean? When your minds don't zone out the same way when you grow up different. Cause I feel bad for that too. Like, my kid will never know what it's like to ball out in unpredictable situations. Like, perfect example, we have a basketball hoop in the backyard. So it's like, boom, it's for the most part me and him. Every once in a while he'll bring his homie over, and it's him and him. Then there's when they go out and ball on the streets, and he shows the video that they had a little basketball league last summer. Not last summer, the summer before last. Not this past summer, but the summer before last. They had like a basketball league type thing going on, where they would go to the same basketball court and 3-on-3 or some 2-on-2 tournament, whatever. And it was like, yo, they didn't engage with strangers. Like, if it was people that they didn't know, they didn't play with them. They just sat in the cut and waited till it was over, or they went somewhere, came back, or it was like, yeah, they never left, so we just stopped. Y'all ain't play with them. We don't know them. That's a different world. I've never seen that before. I didn't grow up that way. I'm like, wow. They don't engage with adults. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no grown man coming through like, yo, give me the rock, young. Nah, they don't do none of that. They don't engage in none of that. And I'm just like, yo, I don't know. And to me, sometimes I feel like that's a thing. Like, that's why these kids move the way they move. You know what I'm saying? It's like they stay in their comfort zone. They stay in their bubble. You know what I'm saying? There's a hierarchy amongst themselves. Like, yo, so then when they have to expand their world, and people are like, nah, this is how we do it. A lot of these kids are shutting down. We grew up, it was on and popping. Like, the only rule about when we balled was, if you gonna ball, if you gonna be in a certain radius, that means you balling. Like, if it's a fence, if you on the inside of the fence, or you ain't hanging out on the outside of the fence, by the fence, fingers all up in the joint, you balling. You know what I'm saying? If you at the park and they ain't got a fence, but you right there by the grass close to the joint waiting it out, you balling. If you not balling, then you need to be away from the fence. If you not balling, you need to be over there by the tree somewhere, kicking in the cut. That's what we do. That's how we get down. You know what I'm saying? You grew up as a youngin', 5, 6, 7, 8. You and your mans, we didn't even have the little joints with the small rims. You out here struggling to get that ball up on 10 feet, no shorter than a 8 feet joint, maybe 7 if you're lucky, depending on what part of the town you go to. You shooting at you, ain't nothing happening, air ball. You hoisting that joint. Your jumper is the most ugliest. You just pulling that joint to your shoulder and throwing that joint, breaking, but you happy you made the shot. A swish, but you'd pee on yourself if you had a swish. Like, pee just running like, oh my God, he peed on himself. I made that shot all net. Swish. You know what I'm saying? You don't care about nothing. Nobody calling you pee boy. You made the shot. You know what I'm saying? But when the older kids come, like 11, 12, 13, man, they done pushed you down to the garbage rim. Because every full court in the hood, especially the hood, got the good rim and the garbage rim. Then you got to get pushed to the garbage rim. Then some older kids coming in, they push them down there to the garbage rim. Then they push you all for the court. Then you like, you know what I'm saying? Then the grown men come and they push all of them out the way, and all of y'all just sitting around going, Then you become a teenager. And when you become a teenager, you balling, and you got the college students and the high school dudes who play real ball because you just ran away balling. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You got dudes who are street ball legends, serious. Then you got I play organized ball. Then you got I play college ball. You're like, okay, well then you watching all these worlds clash together and everybody's rocking. You're like, yo, I ain't this serious about the game like this. I like the ball, but this is right here. These dudes is ridiculous with it. You know what I mean? Then you get the one dude. Then you get like the one guy who comes through and he just wants to, and my kid will never understand what the words are. Who got next? I got next. He don't know what that means. I got next. Who got next? Hey, you got next? Can I run with you? He'll never know what that means. He'll never understand. Hey, let me get a run with you, man. All right. And the wild thing is, everybody knows when a dude goes, can I get a run? It's only 3 things that can happen. He could be really, really great, and you're like, yo, who is this dude? He could be real garbage, and you'd be like, yo, whose man's is this? Why is he on the court? Don't let this dude have. No, don't know. Hey, whoever's next, I'm sorry. I know you're a grown man, but we can't let you come on the court no more, man. Nah, we good. No. Then you got that one dude, he start out garbage, and he's like, yo, nah, B, let me get a run with you, little man. You got next, right? Yeah, let me get a run with you, little man. And then everybody, nah, don't let him. I'll let you run. Alright, cool, little man. Boom. That game, he getting a little better. Third game, hey, who? And then people like, well, yeah, I like the way he get the rebounds and he dish the ball out. Yeah, I'll let you run with me. And then he on. He activated. Then he Vinnie Johnson. He microwave. He can't miss a shot. And everybody like, yo. And you know who's mad? The dude that he beat. This is his third game. He like, yo, why y'all keep picking them? He's like, nah, you want to run it back? Nah, he don't want to run it back. I got next. He ain't no running it back. I got next. We jumping up on here. Hey, man. Hey, somebody get him a run. He was talking all that talk about I can't ball out. Pick him again. Nah, dog. Nah. Stay on the court, son. I got you. You got them dudes. Then, especially when we was kids, I'm talking like 14, 15, 16. There was like, there was always these big husky dudes, bald headed. No matter the skin tone, bald head, husky, gut, big old gut, boots on. Like they just came from, like I'm from Bad News, so they came from the shipyard. They just came from the shipyard. They ain't even put no sneakers on. They got the boots on, dirty jeans and t-shirt. Let me get a run. He the worst. Because he has no dribbles. He doesn't pass the rock. He ain't doing none of that. Get the ball, run down the court, freight training down the court. And we're kids. This dude gotta be mid-30s to mid-40s. good shape though. He run like his cardio is official. He ain't out of breath. He going at it. He running the you little mother bloop bloop bloop. Get down. Sit down. Y'all know who I am. And we're looking at each other like we really don't know who this dude is. Who is this? Whose man's is this? He get the ball. He ain't passing. But when y'all get the ball, hey, I'm open. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. And you're like, yo, don't. And everybody like, don't give him the ball. Give me the ball. And then they miss a shot. Don't let him shoot no more. Don't give him the ball no more. You're like, yo, who's this grown man talking to us like this? He gets the ball, and boom, boom, boom. And we like, we just kids. We're just like, yo. And, we get that joint. Remember on Friday when they're like, yo, Debo don't act like that up the street. We got that mentality. Man, I bet you when them dudes who really be balling come up here, you don't do that. And then it's that Saturday. You come from the mall with your peoples. You chilling. You chilling with your peoples. Come back and you go to the court like this to see what's jumping. And there he go. And there go them college kids. They go them organized ball kids. Like, ooh, this about to get good. He about to, I bet he ain't gonna do that. Now he running. They jumping out the way. He coming down the court full steam and they moving. Like they trying to grab the ball. They up there trying to pump, like smack the ball out of his hand as he go in for the layup, and he just bringing them with him. Get off me, from Joe, huh? Like, yo, what? Yo. You know what I'm saying? Dudes is going up for rebounds. He go up for the rebound. He coming out with the elbows all out, swinging them everywhere like he Charles Barkley. Coming down the court. I ain't and you're like, yo, this dude is wild. But nobody's doing nothing. Then you go another Saturday. It's this dude. And then there's some other grown men. Late 20s, 30s, close to 40s, if not in their 40s. Now we really like, yo. Alright, he bullied the college kids. He ain't bullying these dudes. He bullying them dudes too. He bullying them even worse than he was bullying us as kids. He bullying them. And he bullying like, hey, get the ball. Jack, get the ball, man. Get the ball, Jay. Ball. Give me the ball, man. Coming down the court. And he like, just making up layups. He calling out plays. Because now they grown dudes and all these dudes know each other. Hey, Jay, zone 1. Give us a zone 1. We go zone defense. Dog, it's just zone defense. Zone defense. And you're like, yo, what the? And he makes the shot. He blocks one of them old dude shots. Clack. Told y'all what, man. Y'all know who I am. Come on, Leroy, man. It ain't even that serious. And then we looking at each other like, oh, his name Leroy. And there's always somebody in the back going, nah, that makes sense. Why he's so hostile? Because you never see a cool Leroy. All Leroys got beef. All Leroys do. Old school name. If you see a Leroy, Antoine, something up. For real, that's real talk. You'll never see a peaceful Antoine. That's just real talk. Let's just keep it real. Never see a peaceful Leroy. Leroy got beef all day. Now it makes sense. They scared of Leroy. Leroy's coming down the court just wailing on them. Like, yo, move, man. Huh? Like, yo, he calling calls on dudes. That's a travel. Dude ain't even take a step yet. Dog, I just got the ball in my hand. You shuffled your feet. I saw that. No, I ain't that. And look, and then when they start moving, see? Travel. Oh, dude, come on. That's kickball stuff, man. Yo, you just be like, yo, don't nobody want to play with Leroy. Now you know who Leroy is. And everybody tells everybody, too. Yo, that's, big dude, bald head dude. Yeah, name Leroy. No, I can't be playing around no Leroy. Leroy's kill people, man. We good, B. Leroy comes to the court. Hey, anybody, we running it? Nah, we playing 21. Let's play 21 then. You know what? I'm going to the house. Who ball is this? You can have that ball, B. So now he's just running up and down the court by himself out here looking like Leon from above the rim doing plays and stuff, either with the ball in his hand or without his. You just like, yo, leave Leroy alone, man. But that's just hood talk. My kid will never know what that feels like. He's getting too old and they have to go through that. Like, that was real talk. Just to walk on a basketball court and jump in a game of 21. Yo, what's the score? Who got the high score? All right, boom. And just the feeling of that, man. You know what I mean? Never get that. These new suburban kids, they do it different. They wait their turn. They just like with their crew. It's like these are the people we came to play with, and we don't engage with anybody else, and we'll just sit around and wait it out. We used to go to the veteran park and watch that happen. Kids would just sit there as a group and wait it out till that next crew leaves, and then they get on. And it was like, yo, nobody is intermingling. Nobody is cohabiting. Like, y'all are like, yo, this is my crew. I don't know them dudes. Wildest thing in the world. And if you somebody going, yeah, that's just nah. That's people who don't want to be like, cause you go to the hood is the hood. It's still what it is. Go up in the round away, they still just jumping on the court. Yo, who got next? All right, boom, give me the ball. And you know what I'm saying? Like, can I get a run? What's going on? Like, yo, who out here can ball? I got next then. Who wanna run with me? I got you, dog. Yeah, I'll run. Can he ball? Can y'all man's ball? Yeah, I'll let you with me. Like, that still go on. Don't get it twisted. I ain't trying to say like it doesn't go on. I'm just saying when you live a certain life, it doesn't. Like, I'm not in the hood anymore, so my kid doesn't get those hood vibes. Like, he don't get to see that play out. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't like, cause then there's some times when there's people you don't play with. Like when you see kids come out of when you see the dudes come out the super good, flashy rides, and they still got and they kicks are new. Like, yeah. They gonna pop the trunk if they get you hold up. Don't nobody ball with them. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Now you can't ball with them because they looking for that drama. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be the kid on Fresh doing all the little. By the way, them dribble moves that kid on Fresh was doing was very elementary. Let's keep it a buck. Like, my man shot him out of embarrassment because like he knew he shouldn't have got schooled because that crossover was weak. That's just what I'm telling the world. But that's what I'm saying. The hood life, man. Hood life. And I know sometimes when y'all hear me talk, y'all be like, does he miss it? No, I don't miss it. But I understand that it helped prepare me for adversity because being broke is the most adverse moment of adversity ever, to try to figure out how to make things meet. People be talking about struggle food, like, yo, you don't know what the struggle foods is. Half of y'all ain't even got real struggle foods. Y'all be goofballing with y'all struggle food. My struggle food is oodles and noodles. Like, nah, B, that is not a struggle food. That's just a regular snack move. Everybody got that. College kids got that. They ain't struggling. You know how much it costs to have a dorm room? That ain't the struggle, B. Nah. I lost respect for that. I discounted that. You know what I'm saying? Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts ain't the struggle move. That's an ignorant food. I'm at the point like, yo, if I see somebody who with Pop-Tarts and they go to warm it up, we can't be friends no more because I've never been around anybody. And I'm not excluding no races. I'm not excluding no sexes. I've never been around anyone who has warmed up their Pop-Tarts and ate them. Nope. So if I see you eat them and you done went out here and warmed them up and ate them, we can't be homies no more. I can't be around you. You're different. There's something wrong with you. You might be a spy. You might be a clone. You might be a plant. I can't deal with you, man. For real. I ain't never seen nobody do it before. I've heard about it. Like, even on TV, they don't actually show it going in the toaster. They just show you people eating it. Think about that joint, man. Think about that. People be out here, that's my struggle food. I used to eat bologna and cheese without bread and just roll it up. That's a little joint, little joints you get at like them fancy places. Like, you go out to somebody's like brunch thing and walk by, they got like little bologna rolled up with cheese. I mean, that ain't a struggle food. Well, nope. You wanna know what a struggle food is? Noodles, rice, beans in a big pot, 3 days in a row. By day 3, your beans are straight no matter what. 4 days, beans are good. You just gotta hope that they don't stink and be spoiling in there. But outside of that, you're straight. Rice, by day 3, re-warmed up rice for the 3rd day, that's mush. That's the nastiest thing in the world. You just, The water tastes nasty. The rice water is the worst. She's just like, and your mama be like, put some butter on it. I ain't putting nothing on this. Just stop. You gotta go to bed with your belly hungry. Why you hungry? Got that rice suck. Well, then you starve. You know what I'm saying? That's the struggle food. Noodles, can't do noodles by 3 days. By the third day, the noodles is just the worst. You're just like, oh my God, that's struggle food. That stuff y'all be talking about. That ain't no struggle food. That's just regular joint. I'm gonna tell y'all what a real struggle food is. Here's a struggle moment. 7th grade. Went to a family member's house during the summer for 2 days. It wasn't a weekend because it's summer. It was just 2 days. I can't even remember what random 2 days it was. Breakfast, lunch, dinner was 2 cans of Vienna sausages. Y'all know what that is. Y'all know what a Vienna sausage is. Them the joints where they got the little can with the little weenies in them joints. Yeah. It's like 6 of us kids, 2 adults. 2 cans for breakfast. 2 cans for lunch. 2 cans for dinner. I swear, I thought we was broke. I was like, oh my God, I'm Richie Rich compared to this house. This is not it right here. What in the world? Like, they never turned the stove on. Stove never came on. Like, could you imagine a house that never smelled like food's cooking? That was that house for at least 2 days. Vienna sausages, 2 cans. I don't even know how many come up in the can. But the fact is, I didn't even eat it. So I didn't even eat for 2 days. I was like, yo, I'm good. I just drank water and Kool-Aid. And then this is how ghetto they was. The Kool-Aid was not even sweet. It was not sweet because they ain't never had no sugar. So they literally put a teaspoon of sugar in they jug of Kool-Aid. The jug, the big joint that hold the 2 liters of Kool-Aid had 1 teaspoon of sugar, and they shook the joint around. I'm like, y'all, I don't know what y'all doing. That ain't going nowhere. You tripping. Like, what? Oh man, all you taste is the water and it was, oh man, that was broke. That was the struggle food. Bland Kool-Aid and Vienna sausages. That was the struggle. Y'all ain't understanding what the struggle is. That was the struggle. Yo, I went back to the crib and cooked me some oatmeal that next morning. Summertime. I thought you don't like oatmeal. I'm gonna eat this joint today. I'm eating oatmeal. Because oatmeal was the struggle breakfast for us. Because you can make oatmeal all year round. You know what I'm saying? And we done had oatmeal all kind of ways. Extra thick, extra lumpy, not lumpy at all. Super where it's like all steam and water. And if you put your spoon in it, you're only pulling up like 4 flakes. You're like, ain't nothing but like 4 flakes in this joint. And then you add some sugar to it, so then it's just sweet water with 4 flakes of oats in it. You're just like, yo, but we had it. That was it. Just to eat some beans when you like, yo, boy, we was out here rocking. These kids talking about, yeah, man, the struggle food is a syrup sandwich. That's French toast. Stop playing. That's uncooked French toast. You got the syrup, you got the bread. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. That is not a struggle food. That is not a struggle food. I had a mustard sandwich. That's by choice. You had something else in the house. Don't act like you just chose to make a mustard sandwich. Like, really? A mustard sandwich? You could have toasted something together and just threw something on it. If you had bread, then you could have just made toast. See? That's how you know they was faking with their struggle. I remember not even having bread. And I'm talking about the hills, because in the hood, we don't eat the hills, so we ain't have bread, real bread. My peoples would make bread. Like, just pull up the flour, condense the milk, boom, 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 get the yeast in, and bake. Like, there was a time we didn't even have real bread. All we had was biscuits and homemade made bread. That's it. The struggle. If they ain't making the bread, then it ain't the struggle. But anyway, man. Enough about making y'all think I I lived in the most poorest of poor times. It was the hood days, man. It was good days, though. Those were good days. I reminisce upon them well, only because I survived. Pretty sure if you continue to live your life broke, it ain't that good. You're just like, but when you overcome, it's all good. It's like when you survive a situation. Like, yeah, man, I remember that time you fell off the bike and almost killed yourself. Yeah, I was this close from, like, falling into a pane of glass. Like, yo, remember that time somebody threw the hammer at you and almost busted your head? Yo, that was great. Like, you can laugh about that because you survived. Stuff like that happens. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, you got hit in the head and then they call you dent head because your whole head got a dent in it because from that hammer hit, yo, and you talking all crazy. Yo, my man got hit in the head with a hammer, man, when he was like 8. Yeah, don't be joking on him. That's crazy, B, for real. Yeah, man, what happened? I don't know. Somebody threw a hammer and he ain't ducked fast enough and he got caught in the dome, like, boom, and he been like this forever, man. Yo, he don't like he might stutter for about 20 minutes and then just stop and go, yes, huh? Yeah, that's how that work. Like, don't press him or nothing. Like, so he can't talk. He can write though. Word, yeah, you know what I'm saying? The sentences might be incomplete and you gotta put it together, but he write, but he can't talk. Alright, man. But then what happens is my man will see a nice looking female and try to do that. And then it's see a nice looking female. And then at some point they'll just stop. Yeah. And walk off. You're like, yo, what happened? And you know he really didn't want to know, because then he got to go through that again and go, yeah. But then he'll write it. So then he write the shorty. How are you doing? Now, how is H-O-W. So all he get is H-O is no you, ho you. It's like, yo, ho you doing? Me. Like, man, she gotta go tell the teacher, like, the dude up the class, did in that class over there, wrote this letter to me. Ho, you doing me? With a question mark. And my man, now they pulling them in the office. They forgot just that fast, because they're just like, we do not want anybody to get it. We don't, like, why would you write this to her? Yeah. So then he gotta write that out, and then somebody who knows him gotta come through and be like, no, he's look, when he writes, in his head it's all flowing. His hand and eye coordination and his brain aren't functioning at the same speed. He's thinking way faster than he's writing, and then he stops writing, and then he picks back up. So I'm pretty sure this is, how are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Would you like to go out with me or something? I don't know about the me part, but I know about the how are you doing. This, yeah. Oh, okay. All right, then you gotta explain it to the chick, and she looks and then see that big dent in his head. Ain't nobody messing with him with that dent in his head. It just becomes something else, man. But anyway, that ain't what we're here to talk about. Nicole Henderson Hammer. Why does it look? I ain't gonna front. Nicole Henderson Hammer. If you need to put that joint the other way, somebody needs to tell her she needs to be Nicole Hammer Henderson, like she a ill boxer, like she throw hands. Nicole Hammer Henderson. Like, yeah, ain't nobody messing with me. What they want to do? Throw hands all day. Blah blah blah. For Florida, we don't play. I'm a Floridian. I get rid of him. Hit him in his head. Pop, 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 pop. That's out to any of them. Man, woman, child. Okay, maybe not a kid, but you know who it is. I throw them hands. I'm playing. Anyway, this is who we talking about. Please do your research on her. And this is not like way back in the day. This is very recent. Like, she is a A woman who is still here today. You can go out here and Google her. She probably got an Instagram account or something. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here like my mans with the hammerhead and be out here like, hey, ho, you doing me? Like, don't be doing that, because then, you're going to get, she works with the government. They going to come get you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be hanging out and they going to come get you. They gonna roll up. You gonna be like, yo, what was all those black cars doing in the helicopters? And yo, they got you. They got you. Because you heard me say this stupid stuff and you thought it'd be cool. Cause like, yo, I just wanted to see what would happen. Then they gonna come get me and I'm be like, dude, I really know this person. Then they gonna hunt him down and then they gonna hear him talk. So they say that you stutter and then you just say, nah, who are you? My name. Yeah. Did you actually write, ho, you doing me? And he'll just nod, like, yeah. Oh. Then everybody will end up being let loose and, act like it never happened. All the beatings we caught. They be like, staying on us. We just thought y'all was out here trying to, like, harass somebody who was really trying to do a lot for the world, and we just couldn't tolerate that. I'm sorry. Forgive us. Is there anything we can do for you? Can I get paid? Nope, not that. But I'll tell you what. If you got kids, we'll make sure that they can go to any college of their choice, free of the government. Oh, for real? Man, tell my kid to get into the best. Hey, dog, you going to the best of the best. Nah, ain't none of this in-state stuff. They say they doing any joint. Is that global? Sure. Yeah, you gonna go overseas and learn. We gonna make the government's on the government's dime. Get it in, man. But that ain't gonna happen. That's wishful thinking. Not really, because that's the beat down you'd have to catch for that to work. I don't think my body's ready for it. But anyway, Nicole Henderson Hammer, or as I like to call her now, Nicole the Hammer Henderson, and her fight on climate change. So yeah, she should be Nicole the Hammer Henderson, because she's fighting climate. She's out here like, yo, we need to change the game, because the climate change is real out here, man. We got to preserve the earth. Whatever, man. Please do your research on her. Thank y'all for listening. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. Sometimes I talk too much, and I know. And if you thinking to yourself, I wonder if that dude's real. That dude's real. Everything I told you was real. My man, I can't even think. Leroy might not have been in his day, but there was 2 to 3 guys that we knew of that came up to the court. All of them was built the same way, bald-headed, would ball out. You know what I'm saying? My man Hammerhead, that was his real name. His real name, I'm not gonna disclose, but that was real, and it was a real thing that happened 6th grade. It was a real thing. I'm not gonna even say the chick's name. The joint was the wildest thing in the world. He wasn't even in my homeroom class. We heard about the chick that he was trying to holler at, which was a Puerto Rican bride that everybody was trying to holler at. Like, and she ended up getting with the 8th graders, and you know what I'm saying? That was a whole nother, all the 6th graders, because we was all in 6th grade, it was just like, and this dude, his name, I ain't gonna say his name either, but he looked a little like LL Cool J, so we just knew we had no chance. Like, oh, so then you had to wait for whatever happened with that happened, and they broke up like a few weeks later, because he's in 8th grade and he was that dude who looked like LL Cool J. So it's like, yeah, you little 6th grader girl, you cute and all that, you popping and all that, but yo, I got my peers, and then there's a couple of high school 9th graders, probably 10th graders that's jumping at this LL Cool J lookalike too. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was living it up, and then and that's when my man slid over, and he was like, and you know, it is what it is. But these are real events, and everything, the foods, yeah. I had family for 2 days. We was out there eating not ramen noodles. We were eating the Vienna sausages, joints. That was the 3 meals. That was the 3 meals, and you was just like, no, I'm not. Even today, when I see Vienna sausages, I'm just like, how is you feeding the whole family with this? What? Nah, man, nah. And I grew up off of potted meat. Like, my people would throw some potted meat on some crackers and keep it pushing. Like, yo, because potted meat was like, what, 10 cents? The crackers, the saltine crackers, you can get the whole box with the 4 bags in it for about $1. So yeah, I want nothing but $1.25. That was lunch. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was comparing my joint to that. Like, yo, we ain't on the same level. That's the real struggle. That's super broke. I'm good. We're broke. We're something, but we ain't that. Whatever that is, that is disturbing. Like, golly, oh my God, no. But anyway, everything I said was real. That's what we do, man. We keep it a buck. Thank y'all for listening. Our world, our time. Yo, thank y'all for listening. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. Lost Boys. Let's get into it. Yes. Look, that's how you gotta do it sometimes. You gotta be live, man. You know what I mean? Anyway, live at the Oasis. Legal Crime Radio. That right there was, I ain't even gonna call that like I don't know what I'm gonna call that. That's a blend. I had a blend joint called The Three Kings. It was Pete Rock, Primo, instrumentals with Nas vocals on top. Now, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know the song. I scratched the Get Down part. Here's the wild joint, the Get Down joint. You hear that on Gold Digger, right? Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. That's the joint. It's also, for those who know, if y'all know. Y'all know me, I ain't telling no names of no records. It's also the same record though, that when step in the arena, step up, all that's in that joint. You know what I'm saying? So it's a dope little record, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was cutting that joint, and then when it slows down, that was me imitating my best imitation of Mr. C, doing this thing for the Biggie's joint. You know what I'm saying? So yo, salute, rest in peace to Big. Anyway, man, this is that time of the night. I'm zoned out. I'm up here listening. I'm throwing joint. I'm trying to stay in a like fest because I wanted to get dark and dirty and grimy. But then I'm like, nah, you gotta kind of stay a little, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. So Lord, anyway, this is how we get down. This is what we do. Y'all know what time of the night it be. So with that being said, you know just what we be. I'm playing. I don't know how I did that, but we gonna still rock some more joints. I'm gonna keep this. I don't know. I guess I gotta keep this kind of quick. No, my bad. I was zoned out. I was like, yo. So you know how we do. Take it from the top. Take it from the top. This moment in Hispanic history. And you don't stop and it boom like this. Hey, yo, here's one of the wildest things I've noticed. I've done this like, this would be like my third year doing this with this joint, especially with the Hispanic joint. And I'm like, yo, every year around this time, for whatever reason, there's always something coming up, and I don't really get the shout out on them joints. So I'm purposely trying to make sure I shout out some joints, man, because Black History we gonna do this all the time. This Hispanic joint, this is that little gap, you know what I mean? So we just gotta show some love. But tonight, I'm up here sounding weird tonight. Like I got that problem. Somebody stuttering gonna be mad, like, man, you like, nah, stop, don't do that. Don't slow down, write it out. And then they write and they stuttering while they write. They be writing and they stop and start again. Like, oh man, yo, B, I'm good. I don't know, I shouldn't be playing around with you, right? Yeah, all right, cool. We good, B, I'm good. Not bad. My fault. Anyway, tonight is about Nicole Hernandez Hammer. She's Guatemalan and Cuban. She was born out there in Guatemala. She is a scientist who is studying how sea levels rise. She basically, what happened is they were living in Miami in 92 when the earthquake hit. And that was one of them joints that kind of like intrigued her. You know what I'm saying? It destroyed her family's home. Hurricane Andrew, it destroyed the joint. And like I said, we talk about this, man. It's like the smallest things, or not smallest thing, but a ripple in a person's life now has them trying to figure out, how do I fix or participate in trying to fix a certain situation. And that was one of them joints. That earthquake destroying her home had to go, yo, let me put my mind right and do my thing and go out here and try to figure out what's going on. And that's what she did, man. Like, she really jumped into that joint. You know what I'm saying? She was all about, like, yo, not only about climate change, and stuff, but how climate change really affects poor people, people of color, people in bad situations. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, yo, she was really doing that thing more so for her people, because you gotta respect that. Like, yo, how does this affect my people? And she was like, yo, let's do what we do. You know what I'm saying? She has many things. She's basically done a lot of things. She spoke at a lot of Democratic national conventions. Michelle Obama had to even give a speech. You know what I'm saying? She was out here doing a thing at the Union, like State of the Union joint. And she was out here giving, again, talking about like, yo, there's a lot of joints jumping off out there. Please keep an outlook. She is always out here doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was like, the whole vibe is, yo, how can we change this? And you know, she represents Florida. We talking Florida. Y'all know Florida. Florida ain't about listening to nothing. This ain't new. The DeSantis thing ain't new. We talking Rick Scott back in the day. Like, yo, it was always like that. Florida was always the Bush boy. But Jeb. Why is Jeb Bush such a weird? Jeb. George. Jeb. Jeb don't even sound like nothing that should be on your birth certificate. That sound like a nickname, like Jeb. Oh snap! It might be Jebediah. Look. Talked enough and talked right into my answer. Anyway, but it's just the fact that, yo, she was doing what she do. She even went to the University of South Florida. She is about that Florida life. You know what I'm saying? She went to Florida Atlantic University, Palm Beach Atlantic University. She's a Floridian. Because she was like, yo, and her whole thing is, I'm trying to make sure, because, hey, let's keep it a buck. They say when whatever happens, that's going to happen, it's going to be the coast that's going to get flooded first. And Florida is definitely number one. Florida gone. Florida is out the picture. And she's like, yo, what we going to do? I'm trying to stay. I like this. I like the vibe out here. I like the weather. I like whatever go on out here. You know what I'm saying? What we going to do? They like, nah, we ain't listening to you. But anyway, that ain't even the point. It's just dope to see that, again, something that happens that affects your life makes you think about the bigger picture and how, like, yo, it's a bigger world out there. And if it happened to me and I felt some kind of way, it happens to somebody else and they feel some kind of way. And it's, yo, I'm saying, all it takes is one person to make a change, one incident to make a person make that change. You know what I'm saying? You know how they do when, like, we like to see stuff. We like to always talk. Like, me, I know people who we like to joke and go, and that right there is the origin story of a villain. Or that right there is the origin story of a hero. A storm in 92 by the name of Hurricane Andrew is the story of Nicole Hernandez Hammer. And that's what made her go, yo, I think we need to switch up, man. Start analyzing what's going on. Got older and really put her nose to the ground on that. So salute to her. This is that. Do your research on her. Get at me on Twitter. I sound like I'm just speeding up because I know we got to get back into the music. Get at me on Twitter. Blackseeds, BLACK_CEEZ or X or whatever they call it for now. Because, look, Bad Boy G and Lisa was talking about Facebook trying to charge. I heard the X is too. They like, yo, you like social joint's been free forever. Now y'all talking about, yo, I think we ought to charge y'all. Y'all gonna find out how fast people will turn old school in a heartbeat and be back on the block chilling and chopping it up with each other and reading newspapers and passing joints off the old school way. Don't mess around and let these billion-dollar companies fall short. That's just real talk. Speaking of that, Facebook, live at the Oasis. The Gram, y'all know who I am. Y'all know how I get down. Y'all know how I get down. Pound Town. Take them to Pound Town. I tell them girls, turn around. I'm playing. Yo, why does that bra look like the most, like, somebody said she look like Young Thug, but she really do be out here looking like somebody like Sugar Down Brother. Like, yo, she look like, you know what I'm saying? That one brother, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what, look. Y'all go kick it with your homies and they got that one cousin or whatever. You be like, yo. And you just know. And you just know. You be like, yo, dog. And you know what I'm saying? The first few years, he be trying to front like, nah, y'all playing. What makes y'all think I'm like that? Like that, the way you responded, that right there, that just told me everything. Oh, you tripping. See, stuff like that right there. Then he just switch off. Even the walk, dog. Won't nothing get, you know what I'm saying? He get ready to get into a fight. He be faking. He ain't got no earrings to be faking at his earrings. To be doing the little thing like he moving hair. No hair. He got a flat top. no hair. Then you start getting a little rat tail. Remember the rat tail? Didn't let the rat tail, and he got the braid all around his shoulders, and he be twirling it sometimes when he be skipping. You be like, yeah, Sexy Red look like one of them type. She looks like a dude who would want to look like a chick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But there's a guy like guys who like manly face brides, so there that go too. You know what I mean? Pound town. But anyway, get at me. My bad. Sexy Red got some of the most disgusting music ever, but she is doing her thing. She getting her money. Hopefully, she ain't looking for no baby daddies anymore. You know what I'm saying? No hoochie daddies. She's probably trying to figure out a good way to put some money in the bank for her kid to get him a good education. You know what I'm saying? Use that money wisely. Buy some property or something. You know what I'm saying? So turn that weirdness into something beautiful. You know what I mean? Drug dealers do it. But anyway, let's get back into this music. Let's go. Yes. Hey, that's my time. Word. We out here zoning out with this Nas joint. I could have kept going all night like with that Nas joint. I was like, let me slow it down. Let me get a little philosophical, introspective before I dip out on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Tone it down a little bit. Get that grown man philosophize joint going on. Wisdom and light, you know what I mean? I'm saying just random stuff at this point. I'm just tweaking my joints out. Anyway, I'm going to holler at y'all Saturday. Who knows what we're going to do Saturday? It's a lot of dope hip-hop. I just want to just have a hip-hop night. I don't know if it'll be that, but we're going to do what we do. We're going to have some fun, as we always do. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, they say you only live once. That is a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allows you to get up, get out, and get something, while you're on that progressive path, show the world the best version of who you are. Y'all be safe. Peace. Sometimes you gotta switch it up. You know what I mean?
This is a Soul of Art presentation.